Good morning to all. Today myself Mukhan Singh Brad with student number S1508591 is here with a video presentation of BIT353 Network Architecture and Protocols for Assignment 2. I've made a small presentation just to explain what we will be talking about in this assignment. We'll be talking about IoT devices, network devices, cloud storage, and big data. So, IoT devices, mostly the IoT devices are all the smart devices. For example, our smartphone, our Xbox, our PlayStation, or any CCTV camera, even an electric smart car, our camera, anything which we can call as a smart appliance comes in under IoT devices. These devices are connected with the help of network devices, which is, for example, which is Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, or through Ethernet. Anything, it could be any mobile data. Those are called network devices. All this data is stored. All this data from IoT devices, which are connected with the network devices, the data from them is stored in a cloud storage, as you can see here. And then because there's in order to store the bulk data in a bulk, we use big data which, for example, Apache, Spark, and Hedmo, different kind of uh, big data analytics. The use of big data, we can predict what the customers want before they know. For example, nowadays you see a lot, Google gives you options on it gives you options on what you want or what you are looking for before even you type in the letters. Like, for example, if you type in a Google search bar, it will give you further options, and it will give you the options which you have already searched for at the number one priority. So in that way, without any manual labor, the the big data is automatically predicting for us, and it's making predictions for us exist to what I want. Get customer excited about their own data. So for example when we use the auto save button for the first time in our browsers, um, we uh, we get really excited, like, oh, my PC is doing my work instead of me. Like, I don't have to type in my Gmail address and password again and again in order to log into Gmail. So customer get excited by their own data, like it's my data, but still I get excited when I log into these kind of things and my data is already saved, my passwords are already saved. This helps to improve the customer service and interactions as well. Identify customer pain points and solve them. As I said, Google has the algorithms, and it helps to save the time, and it helps to solve the problems for us based on the previous data which is already stored in the server behind it. In healthcare industry as well, it is helping a lot in reducing the healthcare cost, and is also in um, helping to improve the treatments. Benefits of IoT benefits for business: accelerate business operations. It helps to accelerate the business operations. Monitor more data. We are able to monitor more data in order to personalize the experience of the customers. Uh, Manage business inventory, lower the energy costs, allow remote working. People can work from home because it's just data managing. You have to manage the data, put it in the right algorithms, and people can work from home. And it also helps to boost the productivity of the person and the company as well. The use of cloud service. The cloud helps to store the data, like it helps to store the file on itself. Flexibility and automation, data backup. Even like if you lose For example, you lose your hard disk, your data will be stored on the cloud, which you can retrieve later on anytime you want. So it helps in data backup. Mobile working, as we talked before, it helps to work from your home, from office, anywhere where you want to, until and unless you have a data cloud access. It helps in sharing the information really easily. And that's it for the presentation. Now we will head on to count key, how to use the count key. So we will open count key. So I've already installed and configured count key, everything is done. So we will open Kuja here. We'll just let it run. So there you go. Kuja is the Contkey network simulator, and it will tell us how the IoT devices operate and connect with each other. So we'll go on file and we'll go new simulation. So we'll just name the file assessment just for our this assessment, and we'll change this to the um change करना होगा. It's okay. We'll just do this, and then we will create it. Okay, there you go. So now we will add the modes. Add mode, create new mode, and then we will choose sky mode from here. Is it? Yeah, there you go. So we will add a firmware from here. We will just browse, and we will choose broadcast example.c for presenting this one, and then we will compile it and then create it. Now this is the number of new modes, so that's basically the number of IoT devices we wanna represent. So we'll just do that 5, and we will add modes here. So as you can see, it's 1 2 3 4 5 here. So now we'll go on view, and we will do radio traffic here, and then when we press start here, you will see that these are connecting to each other, or they are like sharing data, and you can see the lines here. So we'll just pause it from here. So this is done. Now we will move on to, so we'll just minimize this. So now we will discuss about on cloud. So as you can see here, okay, so I have already installed and configured on cloud here. As you can see, I have used this documentation over here, followed all the steps. I'll leave a link to this in the description just in case. So this is the documentation I've used, and in order to configure and install on cloud. After installing and configuring on cloud, we were able to see the IP address of my machine here. As you can see here, 192.168.0.23. So um, we will log in to the web server over here, and then you can see the web server interface of OnCloud over here. Now in order to share the data, we need a client as well. So what I have done is gone ahead and installed a client on the Windows, which is a different operating system. So we'll just open that. So here it is. I've installed and configured this as well. So easily now we can just transfer files into the client here, and then we can access these files from the web server interface as well. So this is how OnCloud is helpful, and this is how we can use OnCloud. Thank you, and that is all for this assignment. Thanks.